A 62-year-old woman's chronic inflammation worsened despite eating healthy and exercising. Her doctor asked one question: "What oil do you cook with?" The answer explained everything. The ALDI oil aisle is filled with products marketed as heart-healthy and natural. But I need to tell you, many are slowly damaging your body. I am a nutrition expert. Today I expose 9 ALDI oils you must never buy, especially number 4. Item number 1, Simply Nature Canola Oil. You reach for this thinking it is healthy. The label says organic, Simply Nature looks natural, and you heard canola oil is heart-healthy. At ALDI, it costs $4.99. Seems reasonable for organic oil. But let me show you manufacturing reality. Even organic, this is heavily processed using hexane solvent extraction, exposed to 500-degree heat, then bleached and deodorized. Canola oil has a 2-to-1 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Sounds balanced, but daily use floods your body with inflammatory omega-6. High heat processing creates trans fats. Hexane is a neurotoxin. Residues remain. For people over 60, I can tell you this is dangerous because your inflammatory response is already elevated. Every time you cook with this, you fuel inflammation. I have seen it worsen arthritis and accelerate cognitive decline. Organic only describes how plants were grown, not the violent chemical processing. Skip this entirely. Item number 2, Carlini vegetable oil. You see vegetable and think healthy. That is exactly what manufacturers want. At ALDI, Carlini vegetable oil costs $3.49, cheapest in the store. That is not a favor. Vegetable oil means blended soybean, corn, canola, all heavily processed. The blend varies by batch based on what is cheapest. You are not getting vegetables. You are getting industrial waste products. Omega-6 to omega-3 ratio 10-to-1. Disastrous for inflammation. Primarily GMO sources with pesticide residue. Each oil goes through hexane extraction, bleaching, deodorization. You are cooking in a chemical cocktail. For people over 60, cardiovascular inflammation is your biggest threat. I can tell you daily vegetable oil use contributes to arterial inflammation and joint degradation. Cheap price today becomes expensive medical bills tomorrow. Vegetable is marketing, not an ingredient. Skip completely. Item number 3, Carlini grapeseed oil. You reach for this thinking it sounds elegant. You read it is rich in antioxidants with high smoke point. Food bloggers recommend it. At ALDI, it costs $6.99. Premium price reinforces you are buying something better. But here is truth. Contains 70% polyunsaturated fat. Omega-6 to omega-3 ratio 696-to-1. Worst on this list, almost pure omega-6. Chemical extraction destroys claimed antioxidants. Extremely unstable, oxidizes rapidly. Smoke point is when you see smoke, but chemical damage happens at lower temperatures. Heating creates toxic aldehydes and lipid peroxides. For people over 60, I can tell you massive omega-6 load accelerates cellular aging. Your cell membranes incorporate unstable fats, making them vulnerable to oxidative damage. Premium pricing makes you assume quality. You are paying for marketing. High smoke point does not mean healthy. Skip this. Item number 4, Simply Nature avocado oil. The nightmare. You reach for this thinking it is the healthiest choice possible. Avocados are superfoods. Simply Nature organic label reinforces confidence. At ALDI, it costs $8.99. Most expensive oil in store. High price creates trust. But I need to tell you something shocking. UC Davis research found 82% of U.S. avocado oils were either adulterated or rancid. 82%. The bottle you hold probably does not contain what the label claims. Most avocado oil is mixed with cheap soybean or safflower oil. Some contain no avocado oil at all. Others are rancid before reaching shelves, already oxidized. Researchers found most smell like Play-Doh or crayons, not avocado. Even Simply Nature organic can be contaminated. ALDI does not test purity. They trust suppliers. Suppliers lie and commit fraud because profit margins are high and testing minimal. For people over 60, rancid oils are devastating. Oxidized fats create free radicals, accelerating brain aging and liver damage. You think you are being healthy while poisoning yourself with rancid, adulterated oil. Unless third-party tested, avoid completely. Number 4 is a nightmare. You pay premium for probable fraud. Item number 5, Carlini corn oil. You see corn oil and think corn is a vegetable, so this must be natural. At ALDI, Carlini corn oil costs $4.49. Middle price seems reasonable. But this comes from 100% GMO corn. Hexane extraction, bleaching, deodorization. Final product is far removed from actual corn. Omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, 46:1. Extremely inflammatory. High in phytosterols interfering with hormone production. GMO corn sprayed with pesticides means pesticide residue. Corn oil goes rancid quickly after opening. That bottle in your pantry, 3 months? Probably oxidized. For people over 60, hormone disruption becomes problematic as your system changes. I can tell you adding hormone disruptors through oil is the last thing you need. If you would not eat GMO corn sprayed with pesticides, why cook with oil made from it? Item number 6, Carlini sunflower oil. Sunflower makes you imagine beautiful yellow flowers. Feels natural and wholesome. At ALDI it costs $5.49, step up from vegetable oil. But when you cook with this, it contains 68% polyunsaturated fat, omega-6 to omega-3, 71:1. Heating creates toxic aldehydes, same chemicals in exhaust fumes. Research shows heating sunflower oil produces more aldehydes than almost any other oil, even at moderate temperatures. ALDI does not specify regular or high oleic. Regular is extremely unstable. For people over 60, I can tell you aldehydes are linked to Alzheimer's and cardiovascular problems. Your aging body struggles detoxifying these compounds. Even if sunflowers are natural, extraction is not. Hexane extracted, refined, bleached, deodorized. Never use for cooking, despite smoke point claims. Item number 7, Carlini peanut oil. You reach for this thinking high smoke point, perfect for frying. Peanuts are protein-rich, so their oil seems healthy. At ALDI, it costs $7.99. Premium specialty oil. Problems: cross-contamination risk with peanut allergens even when refined. Omega-6 to omega-3, 32:1. Goes rancid faster than expiration suggests. Peanuts are susceptible to aflatoxin contamination, toxic mold. Refining removes some, but traces remain. Aflatoxins are carcinogenic, damage liver. For people over 60, inflammatory load worsens autoimmune conditions common with aging. Your immune system is more reactive. ALDI markets this as for Asian cooking. Traditional Asian cooking used lard or coconut oil. Peanut oil is modern cost-cutting. Allergen risk alone disqualifies this. Item number 8, Carlini soybean oil. You think soybeans are protein, so their oil must be healthy fat. At ALDI, it costs $3.99. Cheap, tempting for budget cooking. But soybean oil is the most inflammatory, most processed oil available. Omega-6 to omega-3, 7:1. About 95% of U.S. soybeans are GMO, heavily pesticide sprayed. Hexane extraction, bleaching, deodorization. So processed it no longer resembles anything natural. This is the most common oil in industrial food production, in every processed food, restaurant meal, packaged snack. For people over 60, animal studies link high soybean oil to obesity, diabetes, fatty liver. ALDI's low price reflects industrial commodity status. This is not food, it is industrial ingredient. Why cook with GMO soybeans you would not eat? Item number 9, Carlini light olive oil. You see olive oil and think Mediterranean health. Light sounds even healthier. Lighter calories, better for weight management. At ALDI, it costs $5.99, cheaper than extra virgin. But light does not mean light in calories. All oils are 120 calories per tablespoon. Light refers to color and taste. chemically refined using solvents removing color, flavor, aroma. This is not extra virgin or even virgin. Beneficial polyphenols and antioxidants stripped during processing. Just monounsaturated fat without anti-inflammatory compounds. Some are cut with canola or soybean oil unlisted on labels. For people over 60, this exploits your memory of doctors saying, use olive oil. They meant extra virgin, not this refined imposter. Only buy extra virgin. Nothing else. After exposing 9 oils, let me give clarity. ALDI carries one safe option. Specially selected extra virgin olive oil. Real cold-pressed, no chemicals. First press, mechanical extraction. You get polyphenols, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory oleic acid. Costs $7.999, $99.99. Worth every penny. Use for low-medium heat cooking. For people over 60, this supports brain health and reduces inflammation. Store in cool, dark place. Use within 3 months. Second option, virgin coconut oil when available. About 90% saturated fat, stable for cooking. Unlike seed oils, does not oxidize when heated. No omega-6 overload. Costs $6.99. Use for medium-high heat cooking. Provides medium-chain triglycerides your brain uses for energy. Store at room temperature. Lasts 2 years. These are your only 2 safe choices at ALDI. Here is what you need at ALDI. First, avoid anything labeled vegetable, blend, or light. Always heavily processed and inflammatory. Second, check ingredients. Should be exactly 1. Third, look for extra virgin, virgin, unrefined, or cold-pressed. Fourth, good oils come in dark glass bottles. Clear plastic means already oxidizing. Fifth, do not trust organic alone. Describes farming, not processing. Sixth, smell before buying. Rancid oil smells like crayons or cardboard. Cooking oil is the foundation of every meal. When you cook in inflammatory seed oil, you turn healthy broccoli into inflammation. The 9 oils I exposed are in kitchens everywhere, including mine before I learned this. You cannot undo last year's meals, but you control tomorrow. What oil will you throw away after this? Share in comments. If this helped, like and subscribe. I bring honest nutrition for people over 60. Let's make 2026 the year you cook with oils that heal instead of harm. 1 bottle at a time, you have the power to reduce inflammation and protect your future. Thank you for watching.